Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here with Miss Tjoy to talk about episode 7 of Love Island USA Game Season 2. Miss Tjoy, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm ready to talk about this episode.
The
Very
heart rate
interesting.
challenge. Did your heart
Yes.
rate get raised?
No, not at
No.
all. And the couple who won looking like a clown, I don't know. What's going on? I was not impressed.
Yeah, could it be just like the surprise factor? Or we did hear, I don't know if me and you talked about it, but how depending on who goes first compared to who goes last, they usually have a harder time raising the heart rate. So the first couple, everybody is at like kind of like a lower heart rate, like it's stable.
Yes.
And then the first people come out and it gets a big spike, but then it's kind of hard to reset back to like 0, 0. And so it's harder to spike the heart rate as you go further down the line. And I think that was why maybe last season Justine didn't win. I think that's what we were speculating about, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, maybe so. And then I guess that's also because remember they were like, when Chris and KK, they were like, don't clap for them, they can't be the power couple again. Remember they were like, make sure they said that. So probably so. It's easier, And remember when Cordell raised so many hearts looking like a nerd? So maybe it is the surprise factor, like the funny surprise, like, oh, I've never seen them in this kind of light type of thing,
Exactly.
And I guess for Nicola, like that was it, coming out looking like a Playboy bunny kind of type of thing.
Our friends are here. Hi, Kayla. Jessica. Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Blaine.
Hi, Blaine.
Hello. Hi, Hamden. So first time catching it live, but we binge watching all of Love Island USA Season 6 reviews. Love you both.
Season 6. Oh, thank you. Hello.
Season 6 was a good time.
Yes, we had a great time. It used to be me, you, and Tanika. We had a good time, a good kiki, okay?
Yeah, exactly. And we just really liked everybody, and we were so like involved, and like sometimes I'm like, hey, we have to go live. It's midnight, but we still gotta go live.
We gotta go live. Yeah, because we knew it was love there. People were catching feelings. It was real. It was real. It was passionate. It was real.
Definitely. Now at least wants to know if we think that people from season 7 came back too soon.
You got to strike while the iron is hot. He don't want to go back overseas and play ball, so he had to come back.
Well, he's never live. Jessica says, I'm liking the season so far. I feel like everyone is moving how they should this early. Most of them are mingling and trying to sort out connections. But I'm still I feel like people moved around in couples more. Like they got to figure out who they worked with, because like how did Johnny have so many couples? Was it because his partners kept on leaving? Like how did that work? I don't remember.
I think that they kept losing because remember they weren't like dropping people as a couple. They were, dropping the girls. And he had weak girls, and then he just kept kind of carrying them type thing. And then somebody came in and stole him one time. Type thing. But Chantele she really does not like the people have not had a recoupling and been able to pick their own couple. She's bothered by it.
I wish that the first okay, fine. You do the thing to be able to choose who you want to be coupled up with, but you just need to do it once more where you're like, oh, let me see who I actually have chemistry with as a partner or as a love connection. I just feel like the original couples that they picked, people just don't really like them in a romantic way. And so it's not working for me. I feel like people are in couples with somebody and the person that they actually like romantically is in another couple, and like maybe they would have worked better together as you know what I mean? And so like I just feel like it's kind of defeating the purpose of Love Island games when there's not many love couples because they're all broken up and separated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it's creating more drama because people are starting to try things just because they're in a couple with somebody, not necessarily liking them.
Okay.
Because they're vulnerable.
But I still want to see some damn love, right?
Garby and Kendall.
I'm never going to listen to you.
Hi, Mary.
Mary, oh, Virgo season is over. Your time is done, guys.
Yes, it is officially
Over.
Libra season. The people who fall in love quick, Libras and them Pisces, they'll fall in love quick, chat.
What Libras are on the show? We got KK, Sydney's a Libra. What did you think about Sydney's entrance?
I wish she would have had black hair or red hair, but
or darker eyebrows.
Yeah, she just looked fleshed out, but she didn't really do anything. I don't know if they had time because it was just so much of them walking in and the surprise, and they kind of stood there for a minute. That when their minute and 45 was up, they hadn't done anything. So she really, to me, it was more of the look of Isaiah figuring out it was her. It wasn't.
That was fun.
He didn't really do much, right? You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of that.
Yeah, I agree. So Mary says, I like the idea this becomes into more of an I Love Money version. I don't remember the format of I Love Money. It's love games. I guess it's all games, but like I just hate the couples not having good chemistry necessarily.
Right, that's true.
Like not necessarily physical chemistry, but like working together as a couple chemistry.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, it's just my tweak, but they don't seem to care. So what do I know? Dreadful's here. I wonder if they had other bombshells waiting. It would have been pretty anticlimactic if Sydney had walked in right after Zay left. So this kind of still falls into what you're saying about the producers. They were just crossing their fingers here.
Yeah.
That they probably wanted both Solène
yes.
and Zay to stay,
yes.
and for Andrea and Toby to be the ones that have left. But obviously it was to Chance and to the audience. So they kind of were hoping for, well, I guess they also knew no matter what at that point that at worst it was going to be Solène that left. So Zay was going to be there no matter what from the vote. So yeah, they probably had other bombshells. But who do you think they would have had in the waiting for any of those people that were in the bottom? Maybe Sydney was always going to come and I've just been like, oh, wow, you just missed Zay.
Yeah. They probably sped her up though. I mean, I think they probably were like, she got to hurry up and come because him and this couple and he ain't doing nothing and he ain't adding nothing. And, you know, she got to come. It might have been people that they wanted to come in before her originally, but they were like, she need to come on because it's not going to have that impact because he already struggling. Like, this is not.
So, yeah, they should have brought them in before this recoupling. Like, I don't understand their timing for things. Right?
I know.
Like, it's not interesting to dump people, especially if you're bringing on somebody that might have an impact, right? Like, what? Right. It's very weird. I guess they want the shock factor of the dumping, but it's like, it would have been more shocking to see the love triangle happening.
Absolutely.
And then there be a dumping, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jessica says, I think that Johnny was doing a lot of moving around while he was not in a couple with those girls. For instance, he was never in a couple with Liberty. I believe he was doing things with her and Jess. I can't fully remember.
He was stringing Jess along, boy. And Jess had started to like him, remember? That was the thing.
Yeah, I remember her starting to like him and then, like, giving him all the attitude.
Because she found out he ain't never like her.
Dreadful says the strategic park isn't really landing. Yeah, it's hard to. I think because of the producers don't really know what they're doing. Like they're not making the rules clear, so people can't be strategic. Actually, like it wasn't best actually to be the power couple in the last thing because I think it was a worse thing for them to be in the power couple and then have to make somebody that was in the top in the bottom. I think that was worse for their game because now we can see that everybody was like, oh, we don't want them to be the power couple again. So let's not let our heart get risen. So
exactly.
And
then it looks like when you become the power couple this time, looking at the previews and the first look, I did see the first look this time. It's terrible for them this time. So it's like, who wants to be the power couple? Okay, you're safe, but this drama right here, this is a lot.
Yeah, I'd rather be safe and in the middle than the power couple.
Me too. Me too.
There's no point in being the power couple. And like, if you're in the power couple, you should be able to choose maybe your own.
Thank you.
Have an advantage. Like, choose if you want to stay with your partner or choose somebody else. Like,
exactly. Yeah, that would be a good twist. Exactly, that would be a good twist. But what they doing is, I don't like it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Jessica says, I do agree that they need a recoupling. If they don't have them by then, I'll be frustrated. Yes, but they're just people are not in couples that think, you know?
That's true.
No. Is Kendall growing as an us like fungus? No.
I get rid of you get rid of fungus. You get rid of fungus.
Yeah. Fungus is disease.
Bad.
It's not good. Not good. Yeah, he was like,
he was like, is that my
Oh, I Love Money. Okay, so I haven't watched this yet. Actually, it's going to be part of my rewatch. Did you know that me and on Chappelle's channel, Recap Kickback, I've been watching
because you've never seen it. I couldn't believe you had never seen Flavor of Love.
Well, because I was in Canada, and so VH1 wasn't a station that we had in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And so when some of these things came on MTV, which we did have, or I was able to get MTV, I was able to watch those shows. But VH1, we didn't have the access to that channel for like a long time. So I kind of just missed that era. And then I just never went back and watched it. You know what I mean? And so it was just a blind spot for a while. Like I already knew who New York was. So I'm like, I didn't really think that I needed to go back.
Right. Because you like, she's the star. She's the star. So you know what I mean? You kind of like, I got the gist of it. She's the star.
Exactly. And so, but like, we're on to season 2. I watched episode 1 of season 2. And these girls are insane.
Insane.
Insane. Natalie says, Andrea can't catch a break. I feel bad.
And these sounds coming out of her, it's just, I don't know what's going on.
What's coming out of her?
These sounds that she makes.
Yeah.
Hi, Haley.
Hi. Yeah, so sad about Celine. I just, they didn't do this round very well, in my opinion. Hi, Khadijah.
Hi.
Isaiah's, I think, has been looking better. I don't know what it is, but he's been looking better than when he first came onto the into the
show.
He
did something different with his hair, and he was dressing better. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Kendall will never grow on me. I refuse.
Yes, Jessica, stay strong.
Stay strong. So at the beginning of this episode, we see Johnny talking to Tyreek, and see, they're actually, in my opinion, get along. You know, I think you were kind of worried that they're a little bit similar, and so they might butt heads a little bit, both kind of going after Andrea. But like, they're kind of talking about Andrea together. And Johnny's basically saying like, yeah, I don't think I have a shot at winning with her, even if
I'm gonna have to carry us. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna have to carry us. You know, basically saying
for their best chance. Like, and then Tyreek says you're gonna have to stop lip syncing her, and Johnny's like, How'd you feel about Kendall? You know, he just really wants to make Garby some breakfast. Garby's telling Justine to give Tyreek a chance.
Garby's also naive. Her naivete. She's 22. You know, probably hasn't had a lot of boyfriends, in another country. You don't know about this game, girl. You don't know about this game. Justine know he running a game. She can handle him. You stay over there, Garby. You can't even recognize what Kendall doing. You worry about you, baby. That's sweet that you want to offer some advice, but you keep it, okay?
So all the boys are making the girls breakfast. Ty is like, oh, can I take that coffee or that tea, whatever, was it to Justine, right? That who was making.
Josh was making. Yes.
So funny. Oh my God, I hate scam text messages. They're so annoying.
I know.
Are you available during the weekends? Like, okay. First, do not serve. Second, block.
None of your business. What do you want?
Like, they're so annoying. Get rid of my number. Lose my number. Kendall wants Garby to meet him upstairs at Soul's Ties for a date. And so she comes up. So he tells her to come up and meet her. And she's like, just 1 second, I'm going to change my bathing suit, whatever. And he goes and makes her a really cute breakfast. Was it cute?
The way he was like practicing, like laying on the chair for when she comes up, and he's like trying to get himself together. I'm like, this is so fake. I can't.
So,
oh my god, I can't.
And like, okay, this
he
is
put
really,
a little K on the. He put a K and a G on their different food, right? I was so, like, oh,
okay. would you be smitten with Kendall now?
No. I mean, I'm not Kendall can't do anything to make me smitten. But if I liked someone and they had done that, I would like it even more. You know what I mean? Like them even more.
Yeah.
You know, so from her perspective, I understand why she feels like, oh, I'm starting to like him even more. You know what I mean?
Kayla says this breakfast date was not cute.
That's because we don't like him. If it was somebody else who had done it, we would have been like, oh. You know what I mean? If Mert had come around and all of a sudden did a breakfast date after this man refused to make breakfast, was making oatmeal and all that stuff, and then he finally came around, was like, oh, let me put this effort in and make her breakfast, and we would have been like, oh, he finally did it, that's cute. But we just don't like Kendall, so nothing he does we think is cute.
So Hamden says Kendall basically copying one-liners, an idea from season 6. HRC was such a facepalm moment. HRC, what does that mean? Yes, Kendall, we know that you want to be one of the girls so bad.
He does want to be one of the girls. He wants to be one of the girls so bad.
Which one-liners was Kendall saying? Remind me, Hamden.
What is HRC number? Am I?
Remind us, please.
What does HRC stand for?
Does not give romantic, sexy energy. He just seems like friends with every girl he's with. Absolutely. The K instead of G pissed me off. Oh, was it only a K?
I thought he put a G on hers. I don't know. Is that Haley? Did he only put a K and not a G? I kind of assumed he put a G. I never saw the G, but I assumed he put a G too.
Oh, heart rate challenge. Oh, one-liners in the heart rate challenge. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she was the nurse. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Oh, like
your observation. You're right.
Oh, so right. Oh, so annoying. I didn't even notice that, so now I'm just more annoyed at him.
Thank you. See, these are the people who know all that slang and abbreviation. Because sometimes I'll be lost when I'm on social media and they abbreviate everything. Sometimes it takes me like 15 minutes. I'll be looking at a comment or looking at something. I'll be like, I wonder what that stands for. And I'll be in the comments trying to figure out what it stands for. So thank you, Kayla.
Thank you for the quick abbreviation translation. Yeah, he did steal her lines. Yeah, actually, roll. He's such a not cool. I don't know. I only saw one, so maybe it was just an 8.
You're right, Haley. He probably because it's all about him. You're right.
So Hamden says heart rate challenge using the syringe and the squirting line along with the whole nurse act, and he recycled his breakfast date for Garby because he did the same for Nicole in season 6. Yeah, like we know he's whack. He's
so whack.
So every time he has like a conversation with Garby, because he's like, we need to really get to know each other, because like I guess he knows that there's going to be some sort of challenge where they have to like, you know, maybe answer questions about each other or whatever. And so he's like, so she asked him like, what's the biggest thing that changed his life or whatever, like something that transformed him in his life. And the biggest challenge that he overcame in his life. I thought initially it was going to be like people finding that video being leaked. Like that.
He doesn't even want to speak of that ever again. That's never going to come out of his mouth, Chantele. Why did you think he would say that? It's never going to come out of his mouth.
My head when I'm thinking about like the most impactful thing that happened, because like that was insane.
But he always talks about his parents' divorce, even in his season. It was always like divorce. He always talked about like the divorce. He don't want to get divorced. He don't want to You know what I mean? Like, so he always talks about that. So I knew he was gonna say that. That's been a running theme.
Yeah, but well, so that's what he's just basically said. Like my parents divorced. Really, really. Well, what about it? I want to know what about their divorce. Really? No, I do though, because like I don't like. What does that mean? Like, is it the fact that his father wasn't around as much anymore? Is it the fact that he now saw his mom maybe having to work harder, being a single mom now? Like, how old were you when it happened? Like, do you get to see your father? Do you have a relationship with your dad? Like, how does your dad? Like, I want to know what that means. A little bit
I
more. So,
think that in Beyond the Villa, I think he said something about like because it was a scene with him and his sister and his father. Like he sees his father more now, but I think there was a time when his father was out of the house
black,
and it was
right?
just, huh?
His father's black?
Yes. And so I think there was a time when it was just him, his mom, and his sister, and his father kind of was not around. And
Is
he felt like it was at a pivotal age. I think he was like a preteen, so I think he didn't also see it coming. Sometimes you shield kids; they don't know you fussing as much, and it was kind of like the rug was, pulled from under him. So I think that's the part that I get from it. And now he's trying to have a better relationship with his dad, and he enjoys spending time with him and him coming around, and they see each other more now. So I think like not having that black man experience also affected him. Not that, you know what I mean, you can change the personality of your child, but if you as the only black person in the relationship and that's your child and you're not exposing them and you're not coming to get them, you're not taking them around your family, you're not having these talks with your child, you know what I'm saying, is growing up as a black man, making him see himself as a black man, having these talks with him about how black men are going to be treated, how they approach things, how they treat women, how they do. If you're not doing that, you have essentially impacted your child to not see himself as a black man. And then him to have negative thoughts about black men if you're not coming around. You know what I mean? So I think that has just impacted his whole life. And I think he's trying to get to a better place. So maybe because he hanging around his daddy now, he wanted to have cornrows. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know if it's just because like I have a problem with Kendall, but I'm wondering if he is trying to repair his image. So remember that whole thing with the girl who didn't allow at the club, all that stuff. We've all been saying that we don't feel like he accepts his blackness at all. Like we've all been saying that the whole time, and it could be very well could be true, especially with what you just said. And do you think that maybe he's bringing his dad onto the show to show like he's trying to repair his image about people thinking that he doesn't want to accept his blackness? Because I think it's also still performative. Like I don't think that it's like maybe a genuine like want to understand more about the black man's experience. Like I think it just seems like it's all for show, and including the cornrows. Like come on, like.
Absolutely, because the girl he tried to date on the season was a black girl. Like, but everything was just disingenuous. Like she had to drive to him, and she's telling him how she's upset that she had to drive all this way. He late. He didn't keep, he didn't update her on like that he was gonna be late. And she's like, I'm the one that's coming to you. You're not being very communicative. And then it like had to like it kind of got cut off, but you could tell he was disingenuous from the beginning. But the girl didn't know that, I don't think. Like she thought he was really trying to, but I can tell that's what he's doing. And then we know now that he did it with Kenny, and so Kenny was probably like, yeah, I feel the same way, secretly, low key. You know what I mean? That's why they was probably hanging so much, because Kenny saw himself in Kendall too. You know what I mean? Even though he up here playing with Janae in her time. So absolutely. I just did my dissertation, in my psychology. Like when I had to graduate, we had to do dissertations, like with the psychology degree, and I did it on the effects of divorce on children. And so I just kind of, from that aspect, was, seeing it. But you know how I feel about Kendall. He's just disingenuous. So everything comes off as him playing to the camera, playing to get an advantage, playing to get sympathy, playing to, you know what I mean? Everything comes off that way with him.
And this is the thing. I think he sees how much Black America rides for the Black people that are on the show. Mm-hmm. So look how much they're riding for Janae, riding for Cordell, riding for Serena. Like they will do anything for them. Even this new season, you see how much the Black America is really, really championing for Shelley, even Shelley
and
Landria, like
mm-hmm.
Landria separately. Like they definitely want all of this, and he never got to get any sort of appreciation or recognition from the Black community because he never accepted them. So I feel like he's doing this and so that the Black community will start championing for him. Like he wants to be on Palmer. He wants to be like on all these like Black shows where they're supporting Black people, and so he never really accepted himself as that. And so now I feel like he's trying to present himself more so as a Black person, so that he can get some of the kickbacks and the benefits that the Black contestants have been receiving.
Absolutely, I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe it absolutely.
Because like for somebody just to do a complete 180 and now is only dating all these Black women, like Dreadful's here is saying, like he never showed any interest in any
never.
His friend group, no Black people in his friend group. Like his sister was the only Black person that he really ever talked to, that from what we knew, you know what I mean?
Exactly. I agree.
KB's here and agrees with that premise. Yeah, thank you. It smells PR, but he's his own PR person, and I think that he needs to have somebody that's maybe looking at it from a. Well, no, I think he needs to just be more genuine. If he's more genuine, then people will accept him, right? But he doesn't accept himself, so it's just all whack.
Exactly, he doesn't accept himself fully, and he's not being. I mean, because he's not being himself. So if you're not gonna accept yourself and be yourself, then how are we supposed to accept you? How are we supposed to even, I don't think he knows the real him. He always putting on, like, just whatever.
Like, to bring it back to a do-rag, you can't be fooling us.
Oh, and he was wearing a do-rag this episode.
But to not bring one with you to Love Island,
right?
That shows that it's performance.
And you got braids. Come on.
Because like anybody that goes and gets cornrows, like the likely, like as an adult, likely the woman's not gonna be like, oh, do you have like a do-rag to make sure you keep it? Like they're gonna expect that you already know this.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. As you're a grown man, you're not a child just starting out. Yes, they're gonna think you know this.
Exactly. You're like, you should be having your hair braided since you're like 4 years old.
Thank you.
Jessica says he's definitely trying to repair his image. The problem is that he had such a 180, so it can't be trusted. Exactly. I don't think he'll get exposed because the Black girls this season are not as outspoken as Serena. Like on Love Island Games, no, he won't get exposed, but I think he'll just get dropped eventually.
But the Black girls know not to even come for him though. Like KK and Justine never came out their mouth and said, Garby, she from another country, she don't know. But the ones who they never came out their mouth and was like Kendall was an option for them because they already know what it is. They're not going to expose them, but they know what it is.
KB says even on Beyond the Villa, he clearly felt more comfortable with the fair skin persuasion. Kendall has a lot of soul searching to do.
He really wanted to be friends with Serena, but he knew she wasn't checking for him. You saw how he tried to move, like he was like, well, I did invite them when he had an event and she didn't come. He like, I did invite everybody. He knows she don't deal with him like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he just tried to be smooth about it, but he know what it is. Kayla said, I won't accept him no matter how he comes. My type of girl, standing on business, Kayla. It is what it is. I'll mess with him.
KK just never even looked at him.
Never.
Yeah. People that are not themselves, like it's just not attractive.
Right.
Just how it is. I always see Josh and Andrea talking, and he wants to be 100% transparent. And so she does tell him that she kissed Toby, but she was still really thinking about him. I was like, okay. Andrea doesn't know how to play the game well. I don't know.
No. Because she could have just said, I just want to be transparent with you and let you know, Toby and I kissed. It was a good kiss, but you know what I mean? I'm not in love with anybody. I'm here. I'm still interested in you too. Like, don't be like, I was thinking about you. Because then what if they get back to Toby? Like, you ain't even have to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nicola and Chris chat. And she's really, really into him. She looks really cute, though, when she was talking to him, I thought. I like her when she has her little handkerchief on her head. Like, I think she's cute.
Hung on to every word he said, and he knew just a sprinkle. Oh, I didn't get my nails done, y'all, so just sprinkle a little bit, you know what I mean, in there, and she just eats it up.
Well, because like he wanted her to teach him how to say "I'm hungry," and he had to go and ask like Kendall and be like, "Tell Kendall this," and so Kendall, yeah, man, oh, like he's so extra. It's so annoying. He's like, "Oh, camera's gonna be on me for a second." So but after she was like, oh, like I really like talking to you, and he's like, I really like talking to you, and she really thinks that they're in love at this point, it seems.
She's like,
yes. Going from Kendall, that yes. So Garby asked KK how she feels about Chris and Nicola, and so she's feeling a little bit of a type of way about it, but she's not going to get pressed, obviously. With the conversation with Chris and Nicola, this pissed me off. Tell me if it bothered you when he was like, "So what would you get me for Christmas?" What? Like,
what would she get him for Christmas?
Yeah.
Exactly. You see what I mean? That's broke man mentality, because he's entertaining her for the simple fact of what she can do for him. See what I'm saying? He don't think about what he can do for her. It's what she can do for him. So what you gonna buy me for Christmas? Yes.
What will you get me for Christmas?
Exactly. That was such a turn off, but it was so like, oh, I would get you this and get you that, like a cap. Oh, a cap. Oh, yes, so this. And she, she was so excited. Oh, I love Christmas. Like, oh, I'm just gonna come to America and shop for you. And she just is so excited about it. And he like got her. If he would have asked Keka, she was like, "What you getting me for Christmas?" You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of, I was like, that's so whack.
Chris is a bum already trying to get kids.
A whole bum.
Khadijah says that Chris is so fake. I can't stand him this season. He's not into Nicola. I liked him in episode 1-ish. Like, even though he was annoying me a little bit, I thought that maybe he was just like kind of nervous this season or whatever. But every episode, I'm just like a little bit more.
Right.
Khadijah says, "Nah, Miss Tjoy, Chris ain't broke. Remember, he could be playing ball somewhere."
Yeah, overseas somewhere where they play less money than the NBA. Right.
Wait, what? Camden says, "Scream Passport, bro." And it tracks that awful podcast that he did that they put behind a paywall. Go on. I don't even know about this podcast.
Oh, I know he did do a couple podcasts.
Who?
Chris.
Like on just himself?
Like, no, like he was going on people's podcasts. Is that what we're talking about?
I guess I haven't seen him do any. I haven't been checking for any season 7 like extra coverage. Like I don't watch. KB says, "I like seeing Tyreek and Toby grafting. It's nice to see the guys chase after watching these men sitting back and painting their nails." Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
I do. It's fun. It's actually a little, but like, and the UK boys will do it. And that's what I like about the UK better, is that they are always in pursuit. They're always active. They're always trying. And like the Chris's are just like sitting back and waiting for to be entertained, waiting to be spoiled, waiting for, like look at Mert, even though like he's not American, but like him waiting for her to show him that she likes him. Like, what is going on? I don't know. I love the fact that Tyree is still keep on going, even though he's getting shut down, he's getting swerved, he's still like, "I'm still coming at you,"
Tyree is trying to get out of this friendship couple. He don't want to be in this friendship couple. He don't tell everybody their mama, "I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be in this."
Dreadful says, "Tall, good-looking men not feeling the need to develop a personality and who have shit personalities is all too common."
Absolutely. They think their height is just going to save them.
These UK's boys do not subscribe to the nonchalant epidemic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's they have courtship, even if it's in their own kind of messy ways. They still want to court. They were the ones that started the whole making girls breakfast at like in the UK. They every morning they made their girl a cup of tea every morning. It wasn't something that they had to beg for. Like that was just the norm, because it's part of culture in the UK. Right. You have a cup of tea in the fucking morning. You know what I mean? Like, anyways.
I like it. I like it. About me.
Yes. Oh, look at KB. Yes, they have my Agent of Chaos stressed, and I love it. Josh and Justine talk about him not telling Andrea about their cuddle. Wait, did I miss like a page? I don't even know. Whatever.
And they're kissing. It wasn't just no cuddling. It was kissing and everything.
Right. Okay, because I saw like kissing underneath the covers. Maybe I started on the wrong page, but I don't know. Who knows? This works. So yeah, but this is not when they talk about backing it up, right?
Yeah, this is when they talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was like, well, I was feeling vulnerable. And we both were like, we can see. And he was like, yeah. He was like, it was nice. She was like, yeah, it was nice. And she was like, and he was like, you were backing that thing up. She was like, what? You were the one spooning me. You were spooning me. He like, oh, please, Justine. She's like, I'm serious. So they were both like kind of like teasing each other over like who kind of like started it. But they both said it was nice. And then he told her, I need to tell Andrea, you know what I mean? She's been 100% transparent about me with the kiss with Toby. And I feel bad for not telling her about us. And she's like, okay, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. I did skip a page. I'll just do like a quick recap of what happened at the actual beginning of the episode. So we see Kendall comforting Lucinda about Mert going home. We see Isaiah comforting Nicola about the fact that she stayed, but like she was like saved by America, and so she was really happy that America is effing with her. We see Chris and KK and Soul Ties together. It doesn't feel good, the fact that they were the ones that basically sent Solène and Mert home. But then Chris is like in his confessionals, like, oh, he doesn't want to develop any feelings. He doesn't want to get too involved. I'm just like, that's a boring storyline to me, right?
Absolutely.
Like, that's why I didn't like season 7. Like, people not wanting to like lock in or connect with someone, or it was wrong to do so, is what made me not like season 7, because they're just like all about playing games, and like that's not that interesting. I know it's Love Island games, but it's not interesting for me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
To stop anything from happening because like you're making that a decision, not because like you're not interested. It's just annoying. I thought it was funny though when Tyreek was teasing Toby about the kiss that he had with Andrea, because like already Toby's like, oh, I really like her.
You like, you locked in already. You like, you trying to wipe her already, like Toby's like, I ain't had a good kiss in years. What you talking about? It was a good kiss.
And Toby says that Justine will make you work, and I think Tyreek likes this though.
Yeah, he does like it. He
likes this, a little bit of a challenge here.
Yeah.
Johnny and Drena are talking, and they lean into each other. They lean onto each other, into each other, in and out of the challenge. Oh yeah, they're just talking about how like they really like working too well together, whatever. But I think that they kiss all the time because he doesn't want to hear her laugh. It's like to shut her up. I'm not even joking.
I know.
Tyreek and Justine have another little conversation. Still have.
Oh, and the speakeasy when he tells her he rented it out for her. Oh no, we haven't gotten to that, or is that?
I didn't write that down, so I don't know if it's here or later. This was at the beginning though, so was it? At
the speakeasy. Yeah, he tells her he rented it out for her.
And he said that she's hard to read, and she's like, he's like, trust me, I'm different, and she really likes the fact that he makes her laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. That goes a long way when a guy can just make you laugh, and he's pretty to look at. You know what I'm saying? Cute to look at.
So cute to look at. His little pretty eyes. I did think that they were gonna kiss, though. I did. Because like,
I don't think she wants to kiss him. She got to make him work.
No, absolutely. But he was giving her the eyes, and then it was like a commercial break, and I was like, okay, they're not going to kiss, okay, but they didn't want to. And so Garby is still sad that Mert's gone. I guess like they were friends. They're all getting ready for bed at this point. Nicola is sad about Celine. Celine was her best friend in the house, and then Chris comes in and check on her, as we saw from the preview from last episode,
right?
Or like the first look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, it's a bit of an eye roll. He's also whack to me. Andrea tells the girls about her kiss with Toby, but she was thinking about Josh.
It didn't look like it. Her and Toby had a good kiss.
Or Toby's kisses are better than her and Josh's kiss, in my opinion.
Right.
But I'm sure that it's the skin tone is right with Josh, I think. Justine tells Garby about Tyreek. And so about the fact that she, he's so unserious and like she likes it though. It's just like a fun.
Yeah, she's like, I like him, but he's so unserious. Like, let's be real.
Did you see that KK was braiding Chris's hair?
She was untwisting it. Yeah,
like she was doing it, like messing around with his hair. That's very, very, very romantic and very like intimate.
Yeah, so, it is.
Like, I wonder if he's still gonna be like,
She was doing that before he was talking to Nicola and asking her what she was gonna give for Christmas. So it didn't stop no show. He still goes do him.
That's true, right? No respect, huh?
No.
So Tyreek is saying goodnight to Justine in the bed or whatever.
He's telling Josh, keep your hands to yourself.
Which he did not. One thing that he probably is like, oh, I don't want to lose Justine to Tyreek if there's an opportunity to steal a person.
See, so that's what I was thinking. I'm glad you picked up on that. I thought to myself, and plus she was saying in the bed when they were going to bed, she was like, everybody's had a kiss and I haven't had a kiss. And then Tyreek screams that over the bedroom. And I think Josh was like, this is another way for me to get at Tyreek because he can't stand Tyreek. Like, I don't think Tyreek is really thinking like Josh is my op, but Josh feels like Tyreek is his op. Like, seriously. 100%. And so
I think though, like, I think it's also a height thing too, right? Right. Like Tyreek has a little more size on him, height wise. Like he has better chat, in my opinion. He's seemingly stronger because he won the challenge, even though he got him all the parts. Like, God, relax. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so in the bed, kissing was Garby and Kendall, Justine and Josh, and Johnny and Andrea were all making out under the covers. Okay, so then think about all the things we just said for the last half an hour, and then where do we meet back up? Okay, so Isaiah and Kendall talk about maturing. I'm like, why are they giving Kendall so many segments where he's talking to people? Like, why is he giving advice? Why is he talking to people? Like, why doesn't he talk to Garby?
He did when he made her breakfast. He talked to her.
Sure, but like, if I was dating somebody in the villa, right, and like I really liked them, I would want to spend all my time with them, right?
Right. If you were really serious and really into women, I mean, into her like that.
That was a Freudian slip. You. Trust what was coming out of your mouth. It's true.
You know. So.
All agreed here. So then Tyreek and Justine are in soul ties. This might have been the time that he said.
Oh yeah, this is the time that she tells him about the kids.
Yeah, she's like, well, I had a moment with Josh. He's like, what's a moment? What does it mean? What does that mean? What does the moment mean?
It was like, what does a moment mean?
And I don't know if it's because she's playing hard to get or what, but it's like, even in his confession, he's like, like, I don't care about like Andrena's kissing Johnny, but like, there's something about this that bothers him.
Yeah, so, it bothers him.
Is the fact that
it's probably a combination that it's Josh, okay, and that he wants to be in a couple with her so bad, like, you know what I mean? So,
yes. So Josh and Andrea, they're even now. Okay, so yeah, she doesn't feel bad anymore about the fact that she kissed Toby because now he let her know that he kissed Justine, and so they're even now. They both kissed somebody else out of them too, and so they feel better about the situation, or she does at least. All right, so there's a text. It's going to be the heart rate challenge. Whoever raises the most heart rates the highest, or whatever, is going to be the power couple, and the lowest heart rates will be vulnerable. They have a minute and 45 seconds to spike the heart rates of everyone else. So Kendall comes out with Garby as a nurse and a doctor. I just said, ew, Kendall. Any thoughts about their little routine?
Mm-mm. I did not think. I just don't even understand how they're not in the bottom. I know I'm fast forwarding. I don't understand how they're not in the bottom. And I think, like you said, it's just because they were first and it was just like the shock factor. Because I think she's beautiful, but she didn't even look sexy in her outfit. It wasn't form fitting, it didn't hug anything. She didn't look sexy. He didn't look sexy. It looked like he probably packed with socks in his underwear and it still didn't do anything. Like none of it, still in Leah's lines, like none of it was sexy. So I just was like, how are they not in the bottom?
I don't know. I don't know. Cowboy and a Black Devil come out. That's Ty and Lucinda. And Chris is being phony. He's like he's taken a page out of Kendall's book, being like, "It's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. It's just a challenge." Like you don't. We know you don't care. We know you don't care.
That KK is kissing him. No, you're not wrong. You really don't.
He does take KK and Justine for a little moment. Who says he is a menace? Oh, KK said he's a menace.
That man is a menace. And she's so right. That's what I've called him this whole time. Like, I've always said he's a menace.
So the scene before, though, Jessica's like, Tyreek was cracking me up in the scene when he said, no breakfast, even though I know he's not joking. Ty felt something. He may be feeling my girl just
Yes, he was. Like, and she was like, no breakfast? He like, no, I mean it. No breakfast.
I mean, he has to kind of lay down some lines. Like, you know, you're going to kiss
yeah, but you keep on. You can no breakfast me if you want to, for real. You trying to get in a couple with me.
We'll see if he actually does it or not.
I know.
Jessica's like, Chris was pissing me off. You could care less about KK kissing the guy.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, for real. How is Kendall not in the bottom for that?
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's what Dreadful is agreeing. It's like I think when people go first, they have a bit of advantages from the natural shock of it all. But also, I don't know what the actual order is because sometimes they do switch up the order from what we actually see it. So I don't know about that either. But yes, they do. The people that go first.
I do think they went first because when I looked around, nobody else was in their outfit. That's like, so I do think that they did truly go first. And remember when he squirted the thing on Justine and she was like, ew.
And like Josh after was like,
yeah, he was trying to get it off for her. What is
Ty said he'd taken too many on the chin last few days. I said all that, but the next scene he was rubbing Justine's leg before they got the
yeah.
I know they were laying down together before they got the text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, and Lucinda takes Chris to give him a little show on those little hearts in front of the fire pit. We got a captain and red PDC, which is Justine and Josh. Justine sucks Chris's finger pretty erotically. How'd you find their dance?
Josh got them thighs. He like, did somebody order some thighs? I'm like, that's right, because he got them thighs going on there. He came in his little pop. I thought it looked like a Navy guy. Somebody said a pilot. Was it supposed to be a pilot or a Navy? I don't know. But anyway, he had
a captain of a ship.
A captain of a ship. Okay. So yeah, I said, go ahead on Josh. Go ahead.
Josh does not skip leg day.
No, he does not.
Isaiah Nicola comes. He's a clown and she's like a PVC pink bunny. Andrea's like, I think that Isaiah gave me a hickey. And Nicola's upset because at the end she didn't have enough time to actually kiss Chris. But she had time. Like, I don't know why she didn't kiss him when she was like all on top of him.
Because she don't really know how to do this stuff. She new to it. She tried to get everybody in. But Isaiah was, because he kissed Justine. He was over there tongue kissing Justine down. He was over there giving Irina a hickey. He was doing the most with his time.
Yeah. He was all over everybody. Tiger and Camouflage was KK and
they should have got a better. That outfit looks so crazy on him.
You know, camouflage shorts, little like underwear.
It was a onesie. It wasn't just a shorts. It was like a net. It was like net up this part, and then those tiny shorts. It looked like it was for an average size person. You know, it would have been decent, but with him, it was boy shorts, underwear type situation. Like it was crazy. And then when he picked KK up, he picked her up too tight. She couldn't even like jiggle her booty because he was like holding her like that, suffocating her. I was like,
you ruined it for her. But everybody's trying to keep their composure because they did not want them to be the power couple again. So nothing was going to get their hearts moving with these two. There was a space girl and I guess what are they called? A circus MC, I guess?
A ringmaster.
Ringmaster, yes, thank you. Which is Andrea and Toby. We see him kissing KK, and then like while he's holding Nicola, and Nicola's ass is was it in Chris's face? And Chris didn't seem to like it. I was like, what? Like our ass was in my face. Like,
but
what?
You like her, asking her what she gonna get you for Christmas. Like, why you don't like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Again, Chris.
Sucks. Johnny and Andrea come out, and he's a fireman. She's, I guess, a schoolgirl. And she's just like ass all out twerking in Tyrese's face. Like
Tyrese said, "Put that weapon of mass destruction away." When he said that, I died laughing. He was like, "Whoa." He was trying so hard not to get his heart rate up though, but he was like, "Put that thing away."
Sorry. KK's like, he was wearing a clown sports bra with some shorts.
That is what Justine said. I couldn't stop laughing. That's why I couldn't take him seriously. I'm like, how can they win when he was over there looking like a clown like that? It was so crazy to me. I was like, what are we talking about here?
Laughing, right? So laughing is going to get their heart rate.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't because it was hot. It was just because it was so bad and like secondhand embarrassing.
And Johnny was putting in that work. I just didn't understand how they got in the bottom. Johnny was putting in that work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jessica says I would have thought that Johnny and Andrea would have won this easily with the weapon of mass destruction. But
right.
I don't know. So then after everybody goes, they're kind of all talking about how it was, et cetera, et cetera. And then Sydney and Marvin come in. So they're both kind of like, she's like in like USA boxer kind of gear, and he was just a regular boxer wearing black and red. So then they came out and I didn't realize if they were having like the time or whatever, or like they were introducing themselves. Like it was kind of awkward, like the beginning of whatever they were doing. But then
right, that's what I'm saying. It ate up a lot of their time. I think they forgot they were on a timer.
Mm-hmm. So Marvin kisses Garby and KK, and then Sydney was on the pole. But like Isaiah's face when he's like, like, you know who it is.
They're like, that's your ex? That's your ex? He like, I think so. I think, yeah. That's her? Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, it was her. It was her. Yeah, so they basically go around and do everything. She kind of picks him up and they just hug. They didn't kiss or anything like that. Right. And they said that maybe there's unfinished business. They just need to have some conversations. Well, he says, like, I don't think he recognized her because she lost a lot of weight. I think it's because she's blonde and, like,
yeah,
was just maybe not expecting to see her.
Right, exactly. Like, I know they ain't do this. That can't be her. I know that ain't her. He probably like, these damn Love Island people.
Jessica says this could be true. They're all walking around in bikinis, and I think one reason why Justine and Catherine did some of the best heart rate challenges is because of the shock factor, because they came off as shy before that. Mm-hmm. They did. Yeah, she looks better with dark hair for sure.
Absolutely.
I just like dark hair in general. The blonde's too blonde in my opinion, for her. But or maybe she just needs her eyebrows. It's just like it looks just
Yeah, it's so one note flush. She looks flush. It's just
so I think she needs to like just darken her eyebrows a little bit and maybe put some like bronzer around like just here because it just looks like it just looks like from here up it's just bald.
Yeah.
Yeah, washes her out very much. Okay, so we get the results. The person whose heart rate was moved the most by for Chris was Lucinda and Nicola. Interesting, two not Black women got his heart raised the most. Interesting. Tyreek's heart rate was raised the most by Garby. Interesting. He's like, oh, Garby, I'm going to be speaking to you tomorrow.
He's such a jokester. But again, she was the first one. And I think that was the surprise of it. You know what I mean?
But that could be interesting because she's a good competitor for the most part. Like maybe he will go for talking to her tomorrow. Kendall.
He won't just see. He won't just see. He don't want garbage.
I don't know. Kendall's by Lucinda. Is that a surprise to you that it wasn't KK, it wasn't Justine?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. That's what he liked.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Toby's by Sydney. Again, isn't that interesting? Not a Black person. Josh by Nicola. That was actually pretty surprising.
Like that was very surprising.
But he said like, "Oh, you did your thing," or he was saying that like he was impressed by her. Isaiah by Garby. That's surprising, actually.
Yeah,
but
it's
the first thing again. Johnny by Lucinda. I'm like, Johnny, you like Latina women. But I guess there's nobody else Latina there really. Other than like
But that did surprise me. I would have seen Andrea get his heart right up before Lucinda, but I don't know.
Maybe because Lucinda, like, yeah, she's gorgeous, but she looks more innocent, and maybe he likes like, ooh, like she's kind of wild a little bit.
Yeah, maybe so.
KK by Toby, hilarious. Lucinda by Isaiah. I could see them maybe exploring that, maybe.
And I think KK by Toby because of the fact that he had one girl lifted up while he was kissing her, and she probably was like, "Oh, he can do some things." You know what I mean? That probably got her.
I thought that was like a hot move, you know?
Yeah.
Good. Garby's by Tyreek. Oh, so they're both feeling each other. Okay, maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe she thinks that Kendall is like Tyreek, but he's like the second rate version, the Temu version. Andrea's by Johnny. Okay, interesting. Justine by Isaiah. Well, he did come for her. Like he
was tongue kissing her down. Okay.
And Nicola's by Chris, of course. And Andrea by Marvin.
Because he was somebody new. She like, oh, who is this new piece of man right here?
Was he singing to her? Oh, no, he's singing to KK when he picked her up and kissed her. And he's like, you're looking tall, don't you?
Marvin, please don't come in here playing.
So the power couple is Nicola and Isaiah.
I don't think this was a fair. I don't know. You know what? You know, it's Love Island games, but I just don't think this was a fair thing to have people be in the bottom. I don't know. It's just weird. That is just weird to me.
I totally agree. Okay, Miss St. Pete says that Lucinda's been pretty good all 3 heart rates that she's done. Yeah, she said this is my challenge. Like,
yeah, something I'm good at. Yeah.
So there's that. And then the bottom is Andrea and Toby, KK and Chris, and Andrea and Johnny. So who do you want to stay for sure out of those people? So it seems as though they're not going to be eliminated by their couple. It's going to be by a person in the end, because what we see in the preview for the next episode is that the power couple is going to choose which 2 male and which 2 female will be dueling each other, which means that potentially couples might be broken up. So who do you want to stay out of all those people? Which guy and girl the most? Or which two people would you want to see duel? I think Andrea.
I want Johnny to stay. Okay, so I think I want Johnny to stay out of all of the guys.
Oh, and then Toby versus Chris.
Well, I want Johnny to stay. So if that's Johnny's best chance of staying is to not duel, then yeah. Or he could, you know what I mean? Or he could duel
to stay.
Toby and beat Toby. If he was to duel Chris, I don't know who will win. But if he dueled Toby, I think he could beat Toby.
I don't want Chris to be auto saved though, but it's Nicola, so Nicola's probably gonna auto save Chris, right? So it's probably gonna be Johnny.
If she can convince Isaiah.
Fair. And girl wise, I think they'll keep KK and make Andrina and Andrea. Yeah, KK says Andrina can go.
But are they gonna keep KK because maybe she want KK out the way so she can get with Chris?
Oh, messy. So KK versus who? Andrina? KB says Andrina can go. I'm tired of her laugh, even though I know she can't help it. Blast the producers for editing her last season. KB wants Chris and Johnny to duel. No, I think Chris.
I want Johnny to stay. Chris might can beat Johnny in a duel because of the height difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that for strength, but
depends on where.
And that's another crazy thing. Somebody that tall dueling somebody. That's also. I don't know.
Hey, KB's rooting anybody to get Chris out. I don't know. I think that he might end up getting saved just because of Nicola wants him. So maybe they'll save Chris. So Toby will go against Johnny. And then Andrina and KK maybe? Or who do you think that Nicola likes better? Nicola probably likes Andrina more than Andrea, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen her talking to either one of them. I see her talking to Garby. I saw her talking to Solin. And I would see her talking to Lucinda maybe, but I haven't seen her talk to Andrea, or KK really like that. So I don't know. But Isaiah, I feel like he talks to KK, but I don't know. Like on a friend level, but I don't know.
Jessica says, based on the first look, I think Chris got put in. I could see him pouting about going in. It seems like one of the guys got pissed at Isaiah, though I could see Toby doing that as well.
Yeah, it seems like Isaiah is mad because he's like, oh, he won't even look at me. He's mad, like he won't talk to me. And then Nicola is like crying in the bathroom. It's like, I would never treat somebody like this. I would never treat somebody like this. So apparently whoever she sent in, they're now mad at her or whatever, and they're not talking to her. And this is the thing. It doesn't pay to be the power couple. It pays to be in the middle, because in the middle, you're safe. You're not vulnerable, but you're not the power couple. Because the power couple got to do too many things to upset people and put targets on their back. That's ridiculous. Like, I just don't think that's right. They should let them have an advantage, not make everybody mad.
100%. Yeah, they haven't really thought this through very well at all.
And they're going home immediately. Whoever loses the duel is going home. It's not no vote or nothing.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens with the duel, though, right? Like the one that we had with Andrina and she stayed and they had that twist.
The necklace, yeah.
But then somebody did go home. Oh yeah, the necklace. Yeah, it was a little bit different. That's true. We haven't seen this way this one's gonna work out. So I guess who do we want to go? Andrea and
I'm ready for Andrea can go.
Andrea and Chris can go, right?
Yeah, Andrea and Chris can go, or Andrea and Toby can go. I don't care. But I want KK to stay. I want Adrina to stay. And I want Johnny to stay.
Yeah. We might get that. I don't mind Toby staying either. I kind of want Andrea and Chris to go. But Andrea's probably stronger than both KK and Andrina. So.
Yeah.
Probably. Showing how. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But I wonder who she's going to put. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know what she's going to do. Why would she be crying? Who should care? Why should she care? Right?
We want the people to like her. And then we don't know what they're going to have to do in the duel. So that's another thing. I don't know.
Andrina and Chris. I can get Andrina can go too, kind of. She's second. Like my order is Andrea, Andrina, KK. Like that's the order that I would want them to potentially go. And then for the guys, Chris, Toby, Johnny. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want Johnny and KK to stay the most.
Yeah, me too.
I got Faith KK over Andrea, or I don't know. Andrea like. She's still kind of sturdy and she works out, and KK's tiny. Yeah. She's still small. Yeah. Like, if somebody knows how to use their body, like they'll be able to overpower her, being a foot taller than her. Like,
Absolutely.
Just taller than her, and probably like 30 pounds heavier. Like, I think Andrea would know how to, if it was like some sort of like wrestling type thing. I think Andrea might have a bit of an advantage. We'll see. It's tonight, so we won't be able to recap it until tomorrow, probably around this same time tomorrow, right? Or 7. What'd you say? Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow. Yeah, probably like, I guess so. Okay? Wednesdays are so up in the air for me, like at work. It's so up in the air.
Okay, but we'll see what happens. But sometime tomorrow, because I won't be able to do it tonight because I'm flying back tonight. I'm going to the airport in like 4 hours. So yeah, I won't be.
Have a safe flight.
I will. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody here in the chat for hanging out and chatting with us. Miss Tjoy, thanks for being here with me.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yay! Is there anything going on you want to share with the peoples?
No, I'm just enjoying watching this, and I'm trying to watch Love Island France. I mean, not Love Island France. What is it? Love is Blind France. Yeah. So I'm in the middle of that. I think I've done like 5 episodes.
I'm behind on that still because like when I was preparing for my show, like I was like, I can't watch anything. I need to like concentrate. So I still have only watched 2 episodes, but I think it's pretty good so far.
Yeah. It's some characters on there. Okay.
Definitely some characters. Thank you.
And the US one I think is back next week, October 1st or something.
I did hear that. It's starting soon. Thank you guys for being here for the recap. You guys are the best.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Yes, see you probably tomorrow. So take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.